friends, welcome to day this of Vlogmas. I'm not sure which day it is. I'm still in the pre-filming stages, but hi, hello, welcome to Vlogmas. Today's video is going to be things that we wish we could just leave behind in this year when we move forward into the next year. I did this video last year, and I also originally saw this video concept when Jackie Ina did it like several years ago. She did it a few years in a row. So I asked y'all on Twitter, but I will start with the ones that I wrote down myself because I have a few things, a few being like 12. First and foremost, obviously, we'll speak about the elephant in the room. We want to leave behind COVID. We want to leave behind COVID deniers, Trump's cult members, Trumpism. That we know that's not going anywhere. Like, unfortunately, it's gonna take some work now to kind of dismantle the ridiculousness that he built. Even if he was defeated, his cult members are still gonna be fighting for him because he's a martyr now. It's gonna take a little bit of work to completely leave behind COVID. We know this. It's gonna take actually a lot of work on everybody's part to leave it all behind. So let's keep working on that, okay? Cool. Sidestepping from that, kind of one thing that I do want to leave behind is like going out in general when you know you're sick without wearing a mask. Like, especially during the flu season, I will absolutely be going places, especially like public transportation. Like if I'm going on a public transportation, I do not want to be breathing everybody's air. So I feel like that could be like a good habit that we adopt from all of this, is just like wearing face coverings in public more regularly. It might not be a bad idea for us to just like wear face coverings in public when we know we're sick or during like flu season. That would be good. Oh, okay, here's one I want us to leave behind immediately. I wish we could have never had it in the first place. See-through masks that don't actually do anything, aka that one that Lana Del Rey wore to a book signing at Barnes & Noble, and then Jaclyn Hill most recently, and plenty of other freaking anti-maskers have worn things that are just like,
oh, it's easier to breathe.
Yeah, because it's made out of
mesh.
Let's not do that. Let's leave that behind. Okay, friends, cool. That would be awesome. All right. Retweeting Trump. We need to leave behind, please. I'm all for giving hot takes about the stuff that he talks about because obviously we need to be aware of what he's saying because it's brainwashing the people that follow him. Like, we need to know what he's talking about, but like, we can screenshot that shit and then talk about it. Like, we don't need to give him the numbers because like, we know how much of a narcissist he is. So any sort of like boost in numbers coming from retweets, replies, anything like that, that just feeds into his ego. So like, if you want to have a hot take, just screenshot it and reshare it. We don't want to give him any sort of satisfaction of having like the biggest and best of anything, okay? Like, let's just stop retweeting him. And then on a larger scale, I've been really happy to see the way that the news media at large has been treating him the last month and a half, 2 months, like yelling about it and talking about the misinformation and just being generally angry the way that the rest of us are. It would have been really nice to have that energy all throughout the last 4 years. There's a lot of people that have just like humored him or like let him talk for so long or just aired his press conferences without immediately being like, hey, whoa, that's not true. We need to immediately start fact checking anybody from now on. Like, we don't just need to like blindly let them talk without fact checking it and without saying, hey, this isn't right. Like, obviously freedom of speech is a thing, but like also freedom of the press is a thing, and they can say when you're fucking wrong. I want them to keep saying when people are fucking wrong. Please keep doing that. Keep that up, please. Thank you. I just wrote down Fox News. Yeah, I wish we could. OAN, leave all that behind. Fox News, all of it. They're just propaganda machines. They're not news stations. I will die on that hill. I wrote Betsy DeVos. Yes, we get to leave Betsy DeVos behind. We get to leave her and her ridiculousness. I'm so happy for my teacher friends and for people who are going to school who don't have to deal with her bullshit anymore. Oh my God, I'm so happy. I'm so happy. We get to leave her in prison. That's where I want to leave her. I can't wait for them all to go to prison. I know it's not going to happen, but a girl can dream, okay? Playing nicely in regards to politics. I realize that many people this year have not played nicely. We know this. It's been clear, it's been obvious. What a lot of like celebrities and people who kind of are a little more quiet when it comes to politics, whenever they speak up and say like, well, now it's time to like really reach across and like bring in your friends and family and tell them that you still love them, blah, blah, blah. blah. It's like, no. We don't need to coddle the people who wished for other people to die. We do not need to coddle the feelings of the people that wanted other people to keep getting murdered by the police, okay? No. I'm not ready to make nice, and I'm not ready to back down, and I'm mad as hell, and damn that Natalie Main's lyric is always going to be relevant. I'm done with social media platforms taking a back seat to not stopping the spread of misinformation and dangerous misinformation. I'm done with that. Like, Twitter took like a step this year by putting little like asterisk being like, hey, this tweet is actually like not true. Just be quicker to ban people. Like, please just be quicker to ban people. It's so exhausting sometimes. You're just like constantly fighting to get them to be like, hey,
do something.
I want to leave social media platforms doing absolutely nothing behind. Shifting topics a little bit, I am so done with advertising using in these unprecedented times, in these crazy times, in these trying times, socially distanced, of course. I'm sick and tired of advertising and marketing using the collective clusterfuck that is 2020 as like,
well, in these trying times, it's most important to like stick together and then buy a Toyota.
Stop. If you're gonna talk about it, just like be blunt about it. Don't be like, well, in these unprecedented times. Yeah, we know the times are unprecedented because we've been stuck at home for 9 months. What? In these unprecedented times. In these unprecedented times. Am I right? RSVPing maybe on events you're absolutely not going to attend. Yep. My friend Henry posted something, it was like a link to like the information about vaccine research and stuff, and he was like, who's ready to start RSVPing to events? Maybe, and then not showing up again. And me and my friend Christine, who is also a photographer, we're like, we're never gonna leave you alone. We're gonna show up to everything. Like, anytime anybody has an event that they want me to RSVP to, if I'm gonna RSVP maybe, I am showing the fuck up. I am never gonna say I'm maybe gonna show up and then not show up again. Oh my God. Show up for your friends. Show up for your friends if they do any sort of like live entertainment, music, poetry, performance, anything. Show up, please. Like, show up for your friends and say you're gonna show up. Don't say you're gonna maybe show up and then not show up because it makes them feel bad. Ooh, this one's funny. Attempting to bring back low-rise jeans. Can we not? Can we not? Can we leave them? Keep leaving low-rise jeans 15 years ago. Like, I'm happy about high-waisted pants. I've got like 2 muffin tops, okay? Like, no, low-rise jeans cannot come back. Like, I'm okay with kind of early 2000s fashion stuff coming back, except low-rise jeans. Let's leave those behind and never look back. Instagram baking that looks pretty but tastes terrible. This is very specifically about a recipe that Emmy Made in Japan made on her channel. I love Emmy, by the way. If I want chaotic cooking, I go to Mythical. If I want relaxing cooking, I go to Emmy's channel. She made something called like a cookie dough bread that was like really popular on Instagram because everybody was baking at home during quarantine because yeast was sold out for months. That's such a weird fact, like looking back, like, or in the past, if you said, oh, what's one weird fact from 2020? Oh, yeast was sold out for 2 months. This recipe, it was like a 4-ingredient recipe, and it was just like paleo, keto, sugar-free, gluten-free, grain-free. It was like all of these things free and also taste-free. But she like catfished everybody into thinking that it was like cookie dough bread, even though the 4 ingredients were cashew butter, baking soda, 4 eggs, and then chocolate chips. So it looked cute. It looked like cookie dough, but it tasted like crap. Let's not catfish Instagram food, please. Like, Emmy was she roasted the shit out of this thing. She was like, this is just unpleasant. And usually she's very, like, kind about food. If she doesn't like something, usually she's like, that's interesting. And just, like, in a very, like, diplomatic way of being like, this isn't my thing, but, like, I can appreciate it. She was just like, no, this is bad. It was hilarious. Face filters in advertising disguised as vlogs. Robert. Sometimes I get them confused. Robert made a video about a video that Kim Kardashian West made advertising her new like conceal and perfect products, and it was like 4 steps, and she already had concealer on underneath her eyes. It was like color corrector, sealer, powder, and brighten. So it was like 4 steps, and it was like face filtered, all this shit, and it was just false advertising. Like, I'm sick of false advertising in general, especially when it's something that's supposed to be complexion products. Like, if you want to make your eyeshadow look a little bit brighter in your looks, like, I don't care that much. Like, if you're doing a makeup look and you want to up the saturation a little bit, it's not that big of a deal for me. But like, if you're gonna Photoshop complexion products to sell products, I'm specifically talking about selling products. If you're like an Instagram makeup artist and you did a thing and you want to make your colors brighter, I don't give a shit. But if you're selling products to us, especially complexion stuff, and you are filtering the face in the video, advertising it to us, no, Now I'm going specifically to the tweet. Oh my God, I got 69 responses. Nice. One person said, the entire state of Florida. I'm sorry, Florida. To the people who actually live in Florida and are smart, I'm sorry that like the dumbest people in your state give your state such a bad rap. I'm so sorry. And also your governor sucks. Morphe. Leave Morphe behind. Just leave Morphe behind. ColourPop re-releasing the same palettes over and over again. Oh, we can wish for that, but we've been wishing for that for 3 years, and I don't know if that's ever gonna end. Doom scrolling, absorbing energies that aren't mine, not having boundaries, creative burnout, IBS, an uncurated social media feed, internet groupthink, etc. All of those things. I don't have IBS, but I feel ya. I do that. I absorb other people's like negative energies or worried energies, and then I just like worry more for myself when I'm like, I don't need to do this all the time. Like, it's not healthy for me to do this. I totally feel you. And doom scrolling. There was like a little bit of time right after the election where we had the opposite of that, which was just like hope scrolling, which was really nice actually. And I know this year has just been full of doom scrolling because like the whole year has been full of doom. Yeah, let's just unplug a little bit. Like, we don't need to stay plugged into our phone all the time. Like, I realize I am a lot and I need to stop. I don't make New Year's resolutions usually because I never keep them, but I might just like remember to just like log out of some apps sometimes. Like, don't stay so plugged into my phone all the time. Anytime I upload a video, usually I'll like be on the Creator Studio app all the time, just like looking, responding to comments as much as I can. But this month I won't obviously be able to do that because otherwise I will constantly be glued to everything and I still have to go to work. Crying every other day. I didn't cry every other day, but I cried a bunch. Crying is not necessarily unhealthy. Crying every once in a while, like to actually get out emotions, is definitely like a healthy thing. I recommend it. But hopefully this year makes it so that we don't have to cry all the time as much. Because yeah, this year sucked. So much heartache, so much pain. Hopefully this next year makes it so that we don't have to do that as much. But a good healthy cry is not a bad thing all the time. Honestly, I found video games and it really, really helped distract me. So if you've been having a hard time just kind of being stuck in your thoughts this year, like find a video game that you would really like. Like there's so many different kinds. Like I fell in love with The Sims this year and I've been trying to get into some other ones, but that really helped to distract my mind and to keep me occupied when I'm not like working on stuff or not editing or not filming. Like it was just a way for me to completely zone out and just like focus on something else. So that is a recommendation that I have. One person just said all of it. Yep. I want to leave behind this mentality that because we're in a pandemic, we have to do more work for the same pay. If I have to do everything I was doing pre-COVID and more, then we deserve hazard pay. Abso-fucking-lutely. Everybody needs to get paid more. Essential workers need to be getting paid more. Having other countries look at us and see like how we function as a country, as the United States, I'm kind of just like, yeah, we're kind of fucked up, aren't we? Why did we ever think that we were the greatest nation in the world? Why did anybody ever think that? All the Jakes and all the Pauls. I really like that one. All the Jakes and all the Pauls. When I saw this one, I responded to it, be like, this is the only Paul that can stick around. We can keep Paul Rudd. Group assignments, they should be voluntary if anything. This whole year felt like a group assignment that half of us was failing. So, yeah.
Partying. No more parties. Don't go to parties. Stop having parties. Get rid of all the parties. People don't need to be celebrating anything.
Obviously, like, yes, at the beginning of 2021, we need to keep this energy up. Like, we don't need parties right now. When we get out of this, like, when it's over, like I said, I'm gonna be RSVPing to all the things and showing up to all the things. Granted, they're not like parties per se, but they're like events, live things, music. Like celebrating friendship and celebrating the people that you love is gonna be important from now on, but right now we don't need parties. But when all of it's over, you bet I'm gonna be having fucking parties. I'm gonna be open mouth kissing my friends. Like, that's only half sarcastic. Makeup related, I think society has evolved past the need for huge lashes. Yes, I had so many people say that they're done with huge lashes. I'm all for it. Not makeup related, the ideal that purebred dogs are more appealing than mutts and the demonization of pit bulls. Absolutely. Every person that I know who has ever had a pit bull or who currently has a pit bull, their dogs are just like big old meaty teddy bears. Like, they're thick and strong and like they could crush you if they wanted to, but they're like the sweetest dogs. Like, they're so sweet and kind and lovable and just like loyal and affectionate. Literally, we need to stop blaming the dogs for being born the way they are. Big dogs are always nicer than small dogs. Fight me. Capitalism, anxiety, ooh, the phrase, you can't judge someone based on their political beliefs. That would have been true maybe like 30 years ago when like political beliefs had to do with like taxes. Now, political beliefs also are just like basic morals, because when you look at the divide between the left and the right, I don't want to say the Democratic Party and the Republican Party, because the Democratic Party falls more in the center when you look at like the full scope of things. If you look at the difference between the right and the left, the fucking spectrum is way farther than it's ever been. Yes, I will judge people based on their political beliefs. I absolutely will do that. And then Audra's, I just love Audra's so much. Just everything she said. Racism. Yeah, let's leave that shit behind. Blue Lives Matter shit, go away. Like, let's just nix that into the past. Let's just yeet it back behind us. And keep working. We have a lot of work to do still. Like, there's so much work to do still, obviously. Like, look at how far Trumpism has gotten. Like, he's gonna be kicked out, but like his people are still gonna be around. Yeah, let's leave racism, transphobia, homophobia, billionaire wealth hoarding, people who knowingly pronounce the L in salmon, that guy I dated for a year, avocado, putting corn in food all willy-nilly, American individualism, being fashionable, and wearing matching socks. I love you, Audra. I will keep my avocado. I will keep my avocado. I will keep my avocado toast. I will keep my avocado. Putting corn in food all willy. Do people just add corn to things? Or wait, are you talking about like corn syrup? Because like everything is like high fructose corn syrup. Or are you literally talking about like kernels of corn? But yes, to all your points, billionaire wealth hoarding. Oh, boy, do I want the tax breaks to end for fucking billionaires. Oh my god, I just want to tax the hell out of them. Yeah, let's leave racism, transphobia, and homophobia behind. We're moved past the use for that. There was never a use for that, and we have moved beyond that being an acceptable behavior, okay? People who knowingly pronounce the L in salmon? Who says salmon? Literally nobody here says salmon. Maybe because we actually have salmon. Like sockeye salmon, like king salmon, like we're like a salmon would we be the salmon capital of the country? I feel like we would probably be like have the most salmon. But yeah, anybody who says salmon or Oregon or Washington, why? There's no R in Washington. Salmon. Being fashionable, I like being fashionable, but I would say being fashionable over comfort, out the window. Like, comfort first. It's so weird thinking about how people used to dress up to get on planes. It's so baffling. Like, what? But yeah, I thought ending on Audra's was a good one because she pretty much summed up so many of the things. It was just like, this year has been filled with so much trauma. Just this year has been start to finish trauma for so many people, whether it was having to do with COVID, whether it was having to do with police brutality, whether it was having to do with Trump, just so much bad stuff, and we're not over it yet. Hopefully by this time next year we will be out of the worst of it, you know? I don't want to say that like, oh well, I want everybody to be stronger for the shit that we put up with this year, because no, not everybody has to be stronger. A lot of people went through a lot of stuff this year. We shouldn't expect everybody to just be so self-sufficient after this year. Maybe some people learned some new skills. Maybe you learned how to bake bread. Maybe you learned how to sew or how to knit or how to cross stitch. Like I said, yeast was sold out for 2 months. So I hope people learned how to bake bread. So I think going into the next year, kind of moving forward, there's a lot of work to keep doing, and we need to make sure that we keep the people that are most important to us, closest to us, not physically, obviously, but like just mentally. Let the people know that we care about them. And so one thing I do want to encourage people to do, if you have family members who are in assisted living facilities or family members who work in assisted living facilities, call them. Especially this year, people have been stuck and haven't been able to leave. And so call your family members, call your friends, call the people that you love who are receiving care. And also, send flowers to the people caring for them. It truly does make a difference. Seriously. So, yeah, this video started out funny and then got less funny at the end. But if there's anything else that you would like to leave behind this year, let me know in the comments down below. Let's start a discussion. For today's song of the day, my favorite band has a new song out, Fault Lines by We Are Scientists. Love those guys. They have a new music video for it. It's very weird. All their music videos are weird, so am I surprised? No. But yeah, Fault Lines by We Are Scientists. It has like a Royal Blood type vibe to it, so I'm into it, but I love those guys. If you saw my ticket stub diary, I drove down to San Francisco to see them in 2010. That's 10 years ago. Holy crap. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you would like to see more of my content, especially for the rest of December, I'm posting a video every single day. If you want to see that, subscribe and then turn the bell notification on to get notified when I upload new videos. But yeah, thanks for watching everyone, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.